Alright, so in this tutorial I'm gonna go over how to model this product design. So you can see here it's not completely done, but a lot of it is. Do not mind this, these are just placeholders to connect back together again. So if I were to just ignore that, so you can see this part, and then this part, and then this here is the liquid, which is super important for the final renders. And then, like I mentioned, these are the secondary parts, and then the cap over here is going to have a hole as well. So that's what that is. And at the same time, these are the image references that I've collected to study the model, especially like this area here, and seeing the corners. These are the front orthographic images that I've collected and cropped. And this also, I took screenshots off of YouTube to see and understand the clearance between the glass and the inside of the glass versus the actual fluid, and proportions. Super useful, actually necessary. And here, to zoom in and see that there's a area here where the hole should be, and to preemptively think about what modeling tools I need to use, like for example Boolean, and then also they call this the actuator pump, the press button, and the collar versus the base over here, and then the actual actuator to see the proportions. Alright, so that was that part. And then I'm gonna close this. So here's the first scene. One of the things here that needs to be done is to place the image references. So for example, like I previously stated about the front and about the side and how they're named. Wait, this is the front. Anyhow, so those images, they have to go into the documents, Maya, projects, default, into specifically the source images, which is right here, source images. So boom, 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 boom. And as you can see, they're over here, they're cropped. Being cropped is super important. So this is the folder structure where it's supposed to be put in. Alright, so next thing, I'm gonna just tear some of these off. I don't need them. I'm pressed for space, so like this one here, get out of my way. Yeah. And then from there, in my outliner, I'm gonna select my front camera. I'm gonna go to the attribute editor. I'm gonna close all of it. I'm going to go into my environment tab, image plane, create. So it's gonna slap on the image on here. And then I'm going to, I don't need to look at any of this, I just need to look under here, the folder, and it will take me directly into the source images folder, as I previously stated. So that's for the front, open, boom, here it is. I'm gonna name this front. Alright. Then I'm going to grab the side camera. Again, attribute editor, environment, image plane, create, folder for it. I'm going to choose the side. Pop up. There you go. Okay, so there's some subtle discrepancies. For example, this is important information I need for the beveling contour, but on the front view versus the side view, there's there's a subtle enough change. And I'm gonna press W. I selected the front one. I think the front one is going to be the dominant image plane. That I'm not going to change as much. I'm going to change the side view image plane. So not only that, but I need to change the name of it to side. And then I'm going to just press W for the move tool. And I'm going to slide it up to here. And what else? I'm going to also place its pivot point, its move handle, down below. So I like to first click outside, select it again for the side, and press D as in David, because now you can see the pivot. That's the reason why I have to click outside and click again. It's just a quirk that it does. Then I'm gonna place it, I don't know, probably like here, or let's try here for now. Then press R to get out of the move pivot, and I have to move it using the arrows. If not, it'll just flip out on you. Press R to get out of it for the scale tool. Since I'm on the scale tool and it's down here, I can squish it from the bottom up. Maybe that might help. But as you can see, this part is still jacked up, and this part doesn't match up. I could try to just friggin' squeeze it, but now this happens. So there's only so much leeway it'll provide you. So again, that's for the side view. Alright, so that's my right view. Now I'm thinking, what if I were to place it 1 second. Alright, so I paused the video for a bit, thinking maybe I could somehow, tweak things by adjusting the pivot point further up or down, but it doesn't seem to work out. So from what I remember what I did, these are aligned not bad. These are aligned there. Maybe I'll just I'll just do that. That's fine. Front versus side view. Okay, so from here, next thing I'm going to do is crack open the attribute editor again, and then space bar. I'm going to grab the front, and under image plane attributes, I'm going to click on display, looking through camera, and right now it's set to perspective, so it'll look through perspective. Instead, I'm going to choose front because it's made for the front. So what that did was it made it disappear in the 3D world, but it can still be seen in the frontal orthographic camera. That's the whole purpose of this setup workflow. And then this side view Also, look through camera. This is the side view, but I'm gonna set it to, because it's set to perspective, I'm gonna set it to side. So now you can see it in the orthographic views, but you cannot see it in the 3D world. Alright. After that, I'm going to select this and this, right, this and this, and then I'm going to do a I'm going to group it. So Control G as in George, and it's grouped. You can crack it open, you can see it. I'm going to double click it and name it image planes group, and then I'm gonna just lift it up, but you have to make sure to grab it from the top level group. Space bar. This is the front. Just gonna eyeball it. There you go. So that's why with them being grouped, the side view will also move along as well. Okay, I'm gonna select this, crack it open. I'm gonna just make sure to select all of it. Just drag and select all of it. Actually, I want to make this a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna grab the image plane group from the top, the outliner, press R, and I'm just gonna, from the center, pressing R, just jack it up a bit, something like that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 units. And then I'm going to go back in, lift it up like that, just to be a little bit bigger. It'll help with the modeling when you have to go into zoom in close. Then I'm going to grab all of it, go into the display layer, clicking on this. Now it's in there. Double click that. Underscore, image underscore, planes, save. Then I'm going to set it to reference so that I cannot grab onto it, which is good. Then I think it's about time to save it. So that's File, Save Scene As, and then I'm gonna just name it WIP, and then I'll just name it, I don't know, 01. Enter. All these files are saved under your scenes folder. That's the default location. Alright, and then from there, what I'm going to do is start the model. Okay, I'm going to click on, well, first making sure that the compass, the 3D compass is large. Right click on it, preferences, and then here make sure it's large, make sure it's set to 100%, the opacity, save, and then we're gonna go and create a cube. There's a cube, and first thing I'm gonna do is go under its inputs. I'm gonna click in here and just whip it to my left. They'll put -1, which it does this on top. I'm gonna go into the subdivision width, depth, and height, type 2. So that's all I need. I'm gonna go into my front, press R, and I'm gonna scale it from the center down here at the bottom. Pull, 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 pull. That. And then I'm gonna press this guy. That's for X-ray view. And the grid is starting to annoy me, so I'm gonna turn off the grid. Then I'm gonna pull on it some more, like, I don't know, like something like this. So this is a perspective going on. So this is not the actual surface, it's just perspective being skewed. So how about there is fine. And then the side view, again, turn on the X-ray, turn off the grid, and I'm gonna just yank on it on the blue. Oops. Press R. Why is it doing that? It should be, yeah, there, see the blue one? So I'm gonna squeeze it, something like that. See the perspective distortion? Maybe I'll just yank it up a bit, pulling on that one. So just to get a give and take. And here you notice it raised up a little bit, so that's fine. I'm gonna name this where always name your assets from the outliner. So I'll name it glass body. So that's blocked in. And here I need to turn on the anti-alias because it's all nasty looking. This one right here. Well, Alt 5 for wireframe unshaded. Always keep in mind for my front. Alright. And then next thing I want to do is I want to block out some more things. What I want to block out is the cylindrical neck here. So I'm going to go up here, click on this cylinder. I'm going to double click it and name it neck collar, I guess. Here I'm going to press 4. So there it is. And I'm going to click under inputs. I'm going to drop this down to 16. 16 should be good. Or I could leave it at 20. I'll leave it at 20. I mean, that's fine as well. Should be okay. I'm gonna have enough faces to stitch it back together anyway. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make it 20. Then height baseline -1. And then I'm going to press Alt 5 for wireframe unshaded in my front. Spacebar. Hold V as in Victor. V as in Victor turns on the snapping, which is here. And I have W for the move tool. So I'm going to hold V as in Victor and grab it from the arrow. Pop, pop. And it's going to land right there. This is the front. I'm going to press R for the scale. I'm going to pull on the cube one right there. Boom, 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 boom. Right around. Maybe like that. Obviously it's too high, too tall. I'm going to yank on the green arrow. Squish it down to around something like that. Spacebar, spacebar. Here, there's going to be a subtle discrepancy. Alt 5. So you can see the distance and here, which is to be expected. Okay. And then I think you know what, I'll make the cap. So what I'm gonna do is I'll make another cube. I'll name it cap. And then go into the inputs of my cap. Over here, left click and just drag it, be a -1. Press W for the move tool. And then I'm gonna hold V as in Victor for the snapping. and then pull on the up arrow, pop, pop. It's gonna go fit. It's gonna snap right onto this surface, flush. And then I'm gonna put in here subdivisions 222. In my side view, press R. I'm gonna just pull from the center, so something like that. Then I'm gonna yank on the blue box or cube, something like that. In the front, I'm gonna pull on the red one, stretch it like so, maybe just a little bit more, something like that. So that part's blocked out. Okay, I'm gonna save it, Control Shift S. You know what, I'm gonna name this as 2, just 2, there. Alright, for the time being, I'm gonna put this in its own display layer, the cap, select it, click on here, double click it, underscore cap, save, and I'll hide it. And then I'm gonna grab this one. I don't need all these triangles. I'll click under the inputs for the neck collar. Under the caps, I'm gonna put 0. And then after that, this, I'm gonna select it, right click on it, hold the right click, and I'm gonna choose face, select that face, delete it. This inside face also I'm gonna delete it. This is all I need. Object mode. Okay. I'm gonna grab this, and then I'm going to I'm gonna make a copy of this. I'm gonna press Control D as in David. I'm gonna name this actuator base, spacebar. I'm gonna, with it selected, hold V as in Victor,